All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Rosemary Howell. I'm the Associate Curator and Collections Manager at the Holter Museum of Art. And we are doing our Quarantine and Create mini-series today since the Holter is back in quarantine, but we're still working to get some virtual content to everybody. So we're here with Leah Cupino. She is currently working on This is Helena, an exhibit at the Heath coming up December 2nd. So hi, Leah. How you doing?
Doing great. How are you doing, Rosemary?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you. So if you want to just take a quick second and introduce This is Helena and what this project is about and how long it's been going on and things like that.
For sure. Yeah. So as many of you might remember, Emily Free Wilson was a really big part of our artistic community where she was able to host a lot of different events for artists at her venue, Free Ceramics. Last year, the venue changed hands and it is now owned, and the name is changed to the Heath, and it's more theater-centric in the way that it presents itself to the community. However, they were really sad, as many of us were, to lose the opportunity to have so many artists come in and share their work. It's been a quiet year for theater, and it's been a quiet year for artists too, on the whole. That you might end up seeing a little poster around town. It's this little guy. This is Helena.
Nice poster.
Thank you. And what's really different about the offerings this year, I think it might even be the 7th year now that it's been offered. A whole bunch of artists getting together. Emily Free Wilson really had it in her heart to gather people and to really celebrate art. And of course, make it for sale. But what's different about this year, of course, we are being very safe about the way that the show proceeds, both for artists, with contactless drop off and pick up. But we're also adding an online component to the show. So you'll be able to hop online, hopefully December 1st is what we're shooting for, to be ready, and see photographs of all of the work, individual pieces, and even purchase it online. We haven't quite figured out exactly how shipping might work. Maybe it'll be a case-by-case basis where we decide, but yeah.
Well, that's a really great opportunity that all of the Helena artists get to be seen by a much wider audience. Hopefully, since it's all virtual. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun to, prop up all the pieces and take individual photographs. And we're also linking to the individual artists' websites or online presence, or even just an email address if they prefer, so that they have a chance to connect with their audience too.
Very cool. And so the pickup and the drop off and the registering of artists is still going on, correct? Do you know approximately how many artists are going to be participating?
We have about 70 at this moment, and wow. It's still open. Yeah. I think there's a little bit of I don't know, it's just a joyful thing to participate in, and you kind of don't feel as though it's such a heavy burden, because really one piece is all we need from each artist. And if they wanted to bring in more smaller giftable priced pieces, they could arrange with me separately. But yeah, so there's a form on the ArtSpace website, theartspacellc.com. And we're taking in art on this coming Monday and Tuesday from 1 to 6 p.m. at the Heath, which is 650 Logan Street, the former Free Ceramics Art Center.
And it's a beautiful space.
It really is.
Yeah, it's a really, really lovely space. And so with the artists, do you recognize most of them? Are there new people that are submitting artwork, or is it expanding your kind of artistic community in Helena as well?
I have pulled from a few places that perhaps Emily didn't quite have contact with before. So she did give me her email list. So I did try and invite everyone that has participated in the past, and then also reached out to a bunch of different artists that I know have connections in other pockets of the Helena art world, to invite and gather and really just celebrate the fact that we're still creating and there's still some human spirit left in us. Yeah,
absolutely. It's a great time for it. We need it. So, and as far as the types of artists that will be there, ranging in media and, you know, experience level, professional artists, emerging artists, you know, is it kind of a good mixture or? Yeah.
I would say it's a pretty even spread for sure. We're going to have like some large 2-foot clay pieces or assemblages. We're going to have like a beautiful several glass pieces and wood carvings, as well as prints and paintings and other clay. And so it'll just be kind of a really fun, sometimes funky, you know, very spirited spread.
Great. And all of the work is for sale?
At this point, I haven't had anyone tell me their work is not for sale, though the option's there.
Okay, that's great. That's great for Christmas coming up and everything. And it's just a lovely thought to, you know, buy something online and send it to a family member, especially it's a handcrafted piece of art, and it also supports an artist and an arts organization. You know, it's a all around good thing to do.
Absolutely. The Heath is a nonprofit organization. And so we're going to be happy as artists to contribute a portion of our show proceeds, of course, to keep them going.
Yeah, and I did see on the application, is it 80% of the funds do go to the artists?
Correct.
And that's great because it's helping those individuals as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and you've got some lovely artwork behind you. Are you at the art space right now?
I am, yes. The door is locked so we can record quietly, but and also so I can be maskless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these are some older pieces that maybe one of them has shown at the Holter maybe 4 or 5 years ago, where I was kind of playing with light and depth and space and just kind of brought them back out.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have our artistic backgrounds as well. So hopefully it encourages people to, you know, beautify their home and collect some artwork.
Yeah, I mean, I stopped in at the Holter too, and they've got a great spread there. And I'm going to call it wrong, the Sherman Gallery. Is that correct?
Yeah. Currently our holiday sale is open, and we've got quite a few local artists showing some work and selling their works and everything. So it's a really great time for people to get out and do a little Christmas shopping safely.
Exactly.
And so I did want to talk about, you have some open hours for the This Is Helena exhibit at the Heath at 650 Logan Street, again, December 2nd through 4th from 1 to 6 p.m. and December 5th through the 10th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Is that correct?
Ooh, so it's just December 5th. It ends on December 5th. Yeah, it's kind of a short show there. We do end December 5th at 3 p.m.
Okay.
So it is possible that online sales tend to go a little longer than that, but starting at 3 p.m. Art can be picked up. And then also the next morning from 10 to 12.
Okay, gotcha. Apologies for the date confusion there.
Perfect.
And then, so the opening reception, it's going to be, you know, safe for the public to come view as well. What are those kinds of precautions you guys are taking?
Thank you for asking. I do really want people to know that we have a cap of 20 people in the building at once, and that includes our volunteers, our cashier, and our, you know, our any assistants. So we're hoping that there's some patience if there tends to be a crowd or a line to get in. It's possible, but we also want you to take your time and view the artwork too. We're being careful, we're masking, and, you know, we're doing everything we can to make sure that this is a safe way to come and see art.
Absolutely. And it's great that it's all available online too.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of work to get it up there, but I think it'll be a really great way to just kind of peek, even as a whole, just to kind of see everybody's work all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm definitely excited to see it, and I really appreciate you taking the time to explain things a little bit more. And I'm really excited to see that This Is Helena show. This is such an artistic community. We've got so many local artists, and it's really nice to see them all in one area.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and the Holter too. I just love stopping in.
Yeah, and the Holter, we are currently closed just until Saturday, though. So on Saturday, this Saturday, we'll open up again. And hopefully we will be open through the holiday season. Again, we have a local Holter sale, our holiday sale, with lots of local artists. And yes. So I would encourage everybody to check out This is Helena online, hopefully in person too. Definitely let people know, even outside of Helena and outside of Montana, that you can purchase all of this great work online this year. So
thanks so much, Rosemary.
All right. Thank you, Leah. Thank you so much for being with us today.